you stand out. And with the postcards as well, there have been instances where people will reach out to the seller or to the potential buyer and say, I'm still going through all this, his estate and everything else. I'm not quite ready to sell yet, but because you sat down and wrote me a letter, I'm going to save this and call you later on
Right.
for when I am ready to sell, because you're the only one that bothered to sit down and write. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of power in that personal touch that can really help drive your investment options.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Welcome back to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Leah Kelm, who is the founder of Pen and Ink. It's a really interesting business we're going to talk about. It handwrites letters for you. So we're going to get into all of that and how direct mail can really level up your marketing. Thank you for being here, Leah.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be on.
So how about you get into your background and talk about what made you come up with, Pen and Ink and kind of what it does for investors and
Yeah.
realtors.
Yeah. So I'll tell you kind of how we started this business. Sorry, my camera's. Okay. How we started this business. So what happened is my husband is an automation engineer. And one day he's perusing eBay and he sees this robot that is on sale. It's this really good price. This guy lives down in Southern Appalachia and he's got it in his garage. He wants it out. So we, not really knowing what we wanted to do with the robot, decided, okay, let's go down to Appalachia, let's pick up this robot and let's bring it home and figure out what we can make it do. And so we're planning on buying this robot. We sat down with a cousin of his on family vacation, and he's in real estate. And he's like, you know what you could use that robot to do is we have, like, they all recommend using these handwritten letters in order to improve your response rates when you're doing real estate as a real estate investor. And you have this robot, let's see if we can get it to write. And so that's what we started doing, is we started teaching this robot how to write handwritten cards. We developed, tools so that it could hold a pen and it could start writing. And honestly, it wasn't very good at it. So we had made a lot of adjustments along the way, and we're no longer using that robot too much. We use it a little bit, but we've completely adjusted the design, and we have developed a new system in order to produce these at scale. But it's been a good journey, a lot of learning along the way, and a lot of kind of revisions, improvements, getting things better, worse, making changes in order to move along the path. So it's been a
Yeah,
good time.
that's really cool. So now with the business today, how do you work with people and talk about kind of what someone can expect if they go to your website?
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is, you're fully able to order anything that you want online. So we have it set up so that you can kind of do a custom thing, but we also have a couple of design options that we've made that we've seen have worked well. Some of them are just kind of, we have one that's just kind of like a blank card that it's just, we just write it on it front, we put the address on the front, we put the message on the back, and Then we've got a couple of others that are more pretty or seasonal that kind of like stand out in the mail. So for example, I'll just show you, I got a picture of one here. We've got this like fall design that it's just a pop of color in the mail that helps you stand out a little bit more. So there's a few different design options you can pick from. Some investors need help figuring out how to put together lists, and we can help with that. But a lot of them come in with, they have their list ready, they know what they want to do.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And we have a way on our website that they can upload the list. We'll double check it with the post office, make sure that the addresses are valid addresses.
Right.
And then, yeah. And then they'll get their list of non-deliverables. If there's anything wrong with the list, they'll be able to see all that and then go ahead and place their order. So
Okay.
everything's available online. They can see the options, you can order. And yeah, it's a fairly new rollout of our website. We got it done this summer that we've rolled out this improvement that we can actually order online. So it's something we're really excited about.
Yeah, that is exciting. And how long does it take to produce the cards?
Yeah, so it does depend a little bit on volume. Once you pay, you'll get put into our schedule. So we don't have a automatic schedule available on our website yet. I'll email you and let you know, okay, based on this, we'll choose this drop date. We also allow, depending on the user, sometimes investors would prefer that they start getting phone calls on earlier in the week as opposed to especially hitting on the weekend or something. So I will base my drops with the post office based on when they would like to start seeing those responses, just because you want it to happen when you're in the office. You want it to happen when you're available to answer the phone because people may not leave a voicemail or anything else.
Uh-huh.
So usually we're able to get the product out within a week or two. So it just kind of depends on the scheduling and everything else, but we've typically been hitting, if you order on Monday, we can get it out by Friday.
Amazing. So talk about kind of the people you work with and the success. Oh my God, I can't speak. The success that they've seen from direct mail.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things with direct mail for real estate investors particularly is, one, you are able to get the data lists of who is at what property, which property has a address associated with it that might be different from the owner's address, and you're able to hit the actual person. I know with Facebook and other types of marketing, they have restrictions on property ownership data that it can't be shared very well, so the targeting isn't as good with the social media marketing that is available. So that's one of the advantages of the direct mail is you can actually hit the owner specifically
Uh-huh.
and make sure that they actually receive your message.
Uh-huh.
So that's one of the big advantages that a lot of real estate investors see is, and then also if you're marketing towards an older generation, they're more likely to respond to a direct mail than a text message or a social media ad as well. So it does depend on kind of who your audience is, what the best platform for you to use is, but direct mail has consistently been shown to perform well in comparison to social media and text message and other forms of marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, t- expand a little more on the personal touch aspect and how the handwritten note really kind of drives that home, like
Yeah.
connection home.
So with us specifically, because we really focus in on using the handwritten style where we use an actual pen, we actually sit down and write the cards. Well, our robots do. uh, it does make it look very, very authentic. Like someone actually took the time to sit down and write me. And you're more likely to get the calls that you get are going to be a little more respectful, one, because they kind of come in with this assumption that you sat down and wrote them.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
A note, you took the time to actually speak, try to connect with them personally. And also, yeah, it just brings a very authentic touch. It makes you look much more hometown, local, which is the kind of person trustworthy, which is the kind of person someone, particularly if maybe this is their childhood home, they're trying to get rid of it because their parents recently passed and they just they need to divide it up for the inheritance purposes. It gives the first touch with the potential seller as a, hey, I'm a person, you're a person, I'm going to care about your property, and it
Right.
can really help you stand out. And with the postcards as well, there have been instances where people will reach out to the seller or to the potential buyer and say, I'm still going through all this, his estate and everything else. I'm not quite ready to sell yet, but because you sat down and wrote me a letter, I'm going to save this and call you later on
Right.
for when I am ready to sell because you're the only one that bothered to sit down and write. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of power in that personal touch that can really help drive your investment options.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. There is something about a handwritten note that just feels more personal. It feels like someone you would rather do business with. Are you
Yeah.
able to do variations based off of, one text paragraph, or it's the same uniform text on all the post?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the way it works is we have the Excel spreadsheet that you upload or the CSV or whatever file you have. You have different columns in there that we can take any of those columns and plug them in and uniquely create the message for every individual. So many of our real estate investors will specifically reference the specific property they're talking about because the person may be a tired landlord who they don't actually live at the property, but they do have it and maybe they're ready to think about selling it. So we'll say within the message, hey, I noticed your property X, specifically write out the property address. Are you interested in selling that or anything else? And if you have a couple of different criteria of people within the list, we can also like fully customize the message to what the specific people the kind of people you have. If you want to try a couple of different messages, we can customize to that. There's all sorts of options for customizing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I mean, you can even do like Christmas cards, stuff like that, like not even
Yes, yeah.
sales
And that
stuff.
is something that we did last year was I did send out a handful of even just like family Christmas cards. I met a guy at an event and he's like, oh, my wife and I have been trying to get our Christmas cards out and we're both busy people. We both work. We have life stuff going on. And if I send you a list, you're saying that you can do this for me? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And so he sent it. I had a couple of Christmas cards designed for him that he could just pick and went ahead and sent out to the rest of his list that Christmas is coming and they don't have time to get to them. So,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I can see how people can really use this to their advantage to really promote their businesses. So the company
Hmm.
is fairly new, correct?
Yeah, so we've been around for 2 years now.
Okay, cool. And what are the
Yep.
plans to scale? What's next?
Yeah. So we're spending a lot of time kind of spreading the word because the more people know about it, the more people can benefit from it.
Of
And
course.
as we spread the word, we can start to scale and grow the business. So right now, we are where we are. We're able to produce at a high volume at a fast rate, and we have our system designed and dialed in such that as we grow, we'll be able to scale pretty easily and effectively and quickly, so that are able to meet the needs of all of our clients.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I love that. And what are some, things that you've learned from starting your business that maybe you can share with people, like, budding entrepreneurs?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been good times and hard times. So it's a lot more overall stressful than working for someone else because I spent years working as an engineer, and there were stressful times doing whatever I was working on designing or creating. Um, but it's a lot higher stakes when everything's kind of on your shoulders. Like I gotta figure out how to manage the accounting. I gotta figure out what to do for marketing. I gotta figure out also if something goes wrong, I can't enlist the help of all the other um, engineers in the field. It's me. I got to figure it out, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot more decisions become my decisions to make, which
Right.
is good also, but also sometimes a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So kind of take it a day at a time is what I do, and some days it's good. Most days it's good, but some days it's like, okay, we just got to get through this. We just got to get through this day. Just got to get through this week. And oh shoot, I just got this huge order and my printer broke. That sucks. So you gotta be ready to be flexible and like, okay, what are my other options? Have kind of other options set up in place so that when you have those emergencies, they're not so burdensome as far as emergency goes. You got to have a backup plan. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah,
Absolutely. Everything falls on you. And I feel like building is one thing and scaling is another. And scaling is
yeah,
very challenging to do by yourself. Building, I mean, it is challenging to do by yourself, but it can be a little bit more fun. Yeah,
yeah.
I can totally see how the scaling process is just challenging working on your own. And people glamorize it a lot and think that everyone can be an entrepreneur, but you really have to have special skill set. And what would
hmm
be your skill set that really makes you shine in this role?
Yeah. So my skill set specifically, so I have an engineering background, which helps with
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
the issues that we might deal with when it comes to manufacturing.
Totally.
Um, I'm also, as far as engineers go, a lot more people oriented than most of them are, a lot more relationship driven, which helps when it's time to go do outreach and talk to people. It's just important to be able to do all that and not just be like, I'm in my little engineering shell, leave me alone,
Right.
and yeah, actually connect with people. So, and then the thing that's been challenging for us is figuring out what's the best way to do marketing because it's kind of a little outside of our experience, outside of our wheelhouse. So, and so we bring our strengths and our limitations to our business, right? And so, working with different groups, working with people to kind of bounce ideas off of them and being willing to talk to other people
And
to figure out what's the best strategy, being open to advice is an important thing to continue to do as well.
yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I mean, I think this is really interesting for people. I'm sure a lot of people don't know this is even an option, don't know it exists.
Yeah.
So tell everyone where to find you in Pen and Ink.
Yeah. So our website is penandinkads.com. It I'll spell it for you, but it is spelled just like it sounds, penandinkads.com. So penandinkads.com. You can go there, check out our options. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out. My email is leah@penandinkads.com. Leah is Leah. So I'm always available. Just shoot me a email and I'd love to help you out with anything that you need.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. It's been good talking to you, Kristen.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you learned a little bit about something that could really help your business and, consider using pen and ink. So thank you everyone for listening, and we will see you back next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.